So today we're going to do a little solar panel output testing. It's a nice sunny day. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, and our batteries are in float. On the left controller, that is attached to a 15 panel bank that's facing due west. We'll go outside in a minute and look at it. And the right bank is attached to 12 panels facing due south. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off Okay, now the 12 panels are shut off, which will force the 15 panels to start carrying the load. And you can see they've jumped up to 746 watts, which, by the way, is just about the load that we're drawing through the Magnum inverters right now. You take 16 amps times 48, you're right around that 750 watt range right there. That's basically my static load. So everything's just kind of copacetic right now. There's no the panels don't have any reason to put out any more power because you know, we're not drawing any more than that, and the batteries are full. So this left Midnight Classic is just idling right now. It's curtailed, it's cut way back. So what we got to do to make it work a little bit is we got to go into the main menu. We got to go to volts, and I have mine set at 49.2 and the float at 49.1 because I have a battery pack that is comprised of Nissan Leaf modules, and they like to be about 4.1 is where I've got their maximum charge set to. 4.2 is as high as you ever want to charge them. So I've got them set to 4.1. If you take 4.1 times 2, because there's 2 modules in each pack, and then there's 6 in series, so you multiply 4.1 times 2, and then multiply it times 6, you come up with about 49.2. So that's where I have my my absorb and my float set. But we want to make this charge controller work a little bit. So we're going to go in here. We're going to pump this up. We're going to pump this up to like 50. And the same thing with the float. We're going to pump that up to like 50. Now I won't leave it like that, obviously. 49.9 is as high as it'll let me go. But what that'll do now is, you see now we're up to 3,044 watts coming off them 15 panels. So they're putting out now, but probably about as hard as they can. So now we're going to go outside and we're going to run an amperage test. It's a little bit of a walk. It's a couple hundred feet. And these are the 15 panels that are facing west. These are the 12 that we have shut off right now. So we're going to go over to our combiner box. And I have it opened up because I was doing a little testing earlier. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take this inductive amp meter. Thankfully, Chris from DIY turned me onto this thing, and I absolutely love it. Just a fantastic tool. And what you do is you set it to 20 amp scale. You got to put it on DC, and then you take and put it around your wires coming in individually. That one is 6.7 amps, 7.6, 7.4, 4.81, interesting. 7.4, 7.3, and that's the first one I did to start with, which is 5.7. So we can see that the, oh, I'm sorry, it's 6.25. Might have had a little cloud pass there. That one's 7.5. That one's 7.6. This one's about 6. And that's 7.6. So you can kind of tell then which panels are, you know, these are in 3. These 3, there's 3 in series for each one. There's 15 times 3, so that's the 5 individual legs. So this leg is low, and I knew this, and this is why I wanted to show you. That leg is the second set of 3 panels that leg is these 3 panels right here, and I don't know why it's low, but it's checked low in the past. And if I take the panels, if I unplug the panels and I do an individual load test, amperage test on each panel, they come out perfect. But the center panel, for some reason, has a little lower open circuit voltage than the outside 2. In other words, this panel is only showing about 37 volts open circuit, and that panel are like 42. So that's a suspect panel. It's causing the overall output current to be 20% low. So I may have to switch that panel out if I want to make this perfect. But anyway, you get the idea, and that's about it. Just a down and dirty way of checking.